Tracy with Poplets, and I'm here with T. Graham Brown. Welcome, T. Graham. Thank you for chatting with me for real quick here.
Thank you for having me and working me in.
What do you feel has changed in the industry?
Probably everything. I really don't keep up with a whole lot of it. I know that when we started recording, we used to cut on 2-inch tape. There was no such thing as Pro Tools. There was no vocal tuning. There was none of that. And now it's all on computer. I'm just the last 2 albums I've done were on using a computer. But
So how do you feel the digital era has influenced your music? How's it changed things?
well, when I started out, there was no internet, and it's a TikTok world now. So I don't really have to keep up with it. I'm 71 years old. I can do what I want to do when I want to do it, and I don't really keep up with the music that's coming out right now. I see a lot of kids at the Grand Ole Opry, but a lot of them I'm just not familiar with their music because I'm a classic rock guy. If I listen to country, it's usually old school country and R&B. So I listen to satellite radio and tune in what I want to listen to. So I don't mean to be evasive or anything. It's just that I'm not qualified to speak on the subject.
No worries. I love the Opry and some of the classics. So, what do you think? How have you evolved as an artist? Changed at all?
I've gotten gradually. I think my voice has aged and taken on I don't know, unusual quality, I guess. Uh, I'm not, one of the greatest things I think is I'm not out there chasing a hit. I did all that. I've been there, done that. That's one thing that I'm free of. I don't have to visit different outlets and try to get my latest single played. I do what I want to. I make the kind of records I want to make. I get to be in a movie every now and then. I have a show on Sirius XM that I've been doing about 7.5 years now. I get to cut my grass starting next week. My grass is getting a little big, a little tall, so I get to cut it. I'm a pretty regular guy.
Well, that sounds good to me. What was I going to ask you? Oh, yeah. What advice do you have for, all these new artists that are coming through here trying to pitch their songs on the radio and starting out?
Every time I get a question from a younger artist about advice, I just tell them to work hard, man. Just outwork the next guy because there's always somebody standing in line right behind you, and you just got to work, work, work. And I think that was the way it was when I was coming up. I think that's the way it's been ever since, and I'm sure that it will be into the future. You just got to outwork the next person because, like I said, there's always going to be somebody trying to outwork you. And it's a tough business. It is a tough business, man. And you gotta put on your big boy pants if you want to do it.
For sure. Well, what's next for 2026?
I'm finishing up a Gaither gospel album from the Gaither Company. Um, can't wait, boy. That's an R&B gospel album. It's really, I'm going to be very happy with it. We're about halfway done with that. Continue to play the Grand Ole Opry. It's great being a member of the Grand Ole Opry. Um, I was there last night with Steve Earle and Gene Watson, two of my favorite people, and I'm doing it a couple of times next week, taping my radio show next week. So, and we have a band and a bus and all that hillbilly stuff. Like I said, we're getting on the bus here in a couple of hours and heading to Texas, so we're still doing all that too. So I have a rich, full life. My wife of 49 years is still hanging in there with me, and she goes everywhere I go, or maybe vice versa. So we're happy. We're having a great time.
Again, I appreciate you sitting down and chatting with me, and glad to hear things are going well. And I wish you nothing but the best this year.
God bless you.